Today we are going to be doing a mat routine, finding unexpected core connections through the diamond or hook positioning of our legs. So to begin, we're going to begin standing in a Pilates V, our heels together, our toes apart in the V position, squeezing our legs up towards the midline, ankles, knees, toes, and our thighs. Zipping up through the center, drawing our abdominals up and in, bringing our ribs together, not flaring them, drawing our shoulder blades down our back, keeping a nice long neck. From there, we're going to inhale our arms up to the ceiling, and exhale, nodding our chin to our chest, squeezing our glutes to drive our hips forward, to not allow our hips to fall backwards, and articulate over our feet. Take a deep breath here. So you can go a little deeper on the exhale. Begin to stack your spine, articulating up, squeezing your glutes again to drive your hips forward. Make sure that they don't go backwards. Take an inhale. Exhale, nodding your chin to your chest, squeezing your inner thighs, folding over your legs, relaxing over your legs. Shake out your neck. Doesn't matter where you come to in your forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Drawing your abdominals, bringing your belly button towards your spine, feeling the support of the front of your body as you articulate your spine, feeling yourself grow taller. One more. No arm. Shoulders up to our ears, please. Exhale to dive down. At the bottom, take a deep breath. And go ahead and take an elbow in each hand, cradling your elbows in your hands. We're going to go ahead and bend our knees or plie, our knees tracking over our big toes, and we're going to squeeze our legs, straightening our knees. Bend your knees again and plie. Try to keep your arms in the distance relation to the floor, and straighten your legs to deepen your stretch. One more. Keep the same distance, or try to. Very hard. Go ahead. Shake out your neck again. Release your arms. Use the support from the front of your body to articulate your spine to the ceiling. We're going to go ahead and come to lying on our backs. And place your feet flat on the mat. Squeeze your ankles, knees, and toes together. Sit straight up. And now exhale to tuck your pelvis and articulate down to the mat. Now we're going to bring our arms to the ceiling. Bring one foot up, bring the other foot up. Open your knees to a diamond position. Squeeze your heels together. Extend your legs slightly. Diamond position is not tabletop. It's not fully extended. It's in between. So go ahead and find your neutral spine here. Flat sacrum. Slight curve in your low back. That's a lift. All your ribs are on. Your ribs are coming together. Your shoulders are flat down your back on the mat. Fingers up to the ceiling, coming out of your 12th rib or sternum. And now, exhale to curl up, dropping your belly button to the spine, squeezing your heels together as if you're trying to keep a diamond place to engage your inner thighs. We're going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel your lower abdominals drop as your belly button draws towards your spine on the exhale. You can look down at your belly button and see that happening. Go ahead and tweeze your seat in this position to activate your glutes. Make sure your ribs are together. Widen your collarbone as you pump vigorously with your fingertips reaching towards the end of your mat. Don't lose the curve in your lower back. Keep the lift between your chin and your chest. You're crunching your chin to your chest. 2 more. 1 more. Stop there. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Bring your feet down in the diamond position into the mat. Try to flatten your feet on the mat. They might roll out slightly to the pinky blade edge. That's fine. We're still in the diamond shape position. We're going to find our neutral spine here, dropping our lower abdominals, making our sacrum heavy. We're going to raise our arms overhead. Take a deep breath here. Try to reconnect your ribs and bring them back down to the mat in case you wanted to pop up when you brought your arms over your head. We're going to inhale, nodding our chin to our chest, squeezing our heels together still. Exhale to fold over our legs. Inhale to pull back in our C-shaped curve. And exhale when our sacrum hits for our first complete roll up. We're going to inhale. I'm choosing not to straighten my legs from this position because I don't want to lose my inner thigh connection that I have with my heels squeezing so tightly together. Also, an advantage of this position in roll up is that you should be able to release your hip flexors more and concentrate more on your abdominal connection here. So, inhale, draw your ribs to your hips. Drop your belly button to your spine. Exhale over your legs. Inhale back. When your sacrum is heavy on the mat, go ahead and exhale to articulate the rest of your spine down. For those of you who would like an additional modification, inhale. Walking your fingers up the sides of your legs. Fold over your legs. Inhale back as far as you can go. And when it starts to get iffy, go ahead and walk your fingertips back down your legs for some additional support. You may find that this slight touch is all that you need to reconnect and not allow other muscles other than your abdominals to take over the movement for you. 2 more. Drop your belly to your spine. Fold over. Bring your shoulders from your ears. Sometimes it helps if you bring your palms spiraling up to the ceiling just a little bit to help engage your lats. Drop your shoulders. 1 more. And exhale to fold over. From here, we're going to bring our feet to parallel. So, when they run diamond, we're going to bring them to parallel. We're going to bring our leg straight to the ceiling. It's still going to have the hook position. My leg still has the hook position. Your legs should not be in a tabletop position for this exercise. They will hit each other. So, we would like some length in our legs. We are connecting deeply with our abdominals since we have less load dragging our body around. We're going to flip our palms up to the ceiling to encourage the opening of our shoulder blades. But when we flip them out, make sure you're not flaring your ribs. Draw your ribs back down to the mat. Allowing them to melt into the mat and bringing them together in the front. I'm going to inhale my leg across my body and exhale it away from my midline, bringing it back up to my nose. Inhale. See how much of the movement you can drive from your abdominals. When your hips start to rock or tilt from side to side, make the move a little smaller. Here's 5. 1 more. Here's 6. From here, we're going to go ahead and reverse. Inhaling our leg away from the midline, outside of the body, and exhaling our leg across the midline to bring it back up to our nose. Inhale away. If you find that you're still scrunching your shoulders in, go ahead and bring your arms out to a T, flattening your shoulder blades against the mat. And try to bring your arms back in as you're able to. Inhale. Exhale. Use the lower abdominals to draw your leg up to your nose. 1 more. From there, I'm going to scissor my legs, switching them in the air. I'm going to inhale my left leg across my body, exhaling, bringing my leg to my nose. Inhale. I'm going to use the same breath pattern here that I did on a series of hundreds, where I inhale through my nose, and I exhale as if I'm fogging a mirror to encourage my lower abdominals to drop. When you exhale as well, See if you can tighten your corset or your vest of support at your ribs. Bringing everything together. Going to go ahead and reverse. Inhale your leg away from the midline. Exhale, across. Or sorry, yeah, exhale. Inhale away from the midline. Exhale across the midline. So sorry. Inhale. Halfway there. And 6. Draw both knees into your chest. Give them a little hug. Bring your knees to tabletop. Place your hands behind your knees, your elbows wide. Inhale. Exhale, let your chin your chest, allowing the load of your legs to pull you up. Scoot to the front edge of the mat. We're going to move into rolling like a ball. We will do 3 of the abdominal contractions, the rolling like a ball position first. My feet are together. My knees are apart, no wider than my shoulders, hopefully. I'm going to hold on to my shin somewhere between my patella and my ankle. And inhale, exhale. Not my chin to my chest, but crunch my chin to my chest. I should have a space between my chin and my chest, as if I have an apple or an orange or an egg that I'm holding there. I'm putting some weight into my pinky blade edge to encourage lat connection, which is from my underarms down the sides of my ribs. I'm going to inhale. Exhale, drawing my ribs to my hip. And release. Exhale, still draw your ribs to your hip, but think of drawing your belly button to your spine. Final one. Draw your ribs to your hips, your belly button to your spine, and bring your ribs together as if you're wearing a corset. Osteoporosis, osteopenia, back issues, neck issues, please continue with the contractions. For those of you who would like to move on, we're going to roll like a ball to begin to move our bodies. We're going to inhale, tweeze our seat or squeeze our glutes to roll back to the tips of our shoulder blades and roll back up. All while looking in at our belly button the whole time so we don't lose our C-shaped curve. Inhale and exhale. We're going to 8. Trying to keep the same distance from your knees to your shoulders throughout the whole exercise. So don't swing your legs out to increase your momentum. After you're done, stay up in your ball for a second in the contraction, release your legs, and come up to sitting with control. Push back to the center of your mat. We're moving on to the series of 5. Hands behind your knees. Inhale. Exhale down to the mat. We're going to raise our hands to the ceiling, coming out of our sternum, 12th rib, neutral spine, knees to tabletop. Inhale to prayer. Exhale to curl up. Extend your right leg to working level. Take your right hand, place it on the inside of your left knee. Take your left hand, place it on the outside of your left ankle. Belly to spine. And switch. Switch on the inhale. On the exhale, deepen your abdominal connection. Dropping your belly to your spine. You can see here in that one. 5. And 6. Try to curl up over your sternum to take some of the pressure out of your neck. If you're feeling it in your neck more than you think you should be, or if it's causing you pain, please rest your head, neck, and shoulders on the mat. Bring both knees to tabletop. Now, exhale, rest your head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to move on to the double leg stretch. We will be doing it in the diamond position. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to curl up. Holding your hands on either sides of your knees. Your ankles, knees, and toes are squeezed together at this point. We're going to inhale, extending our arms with energy shooting out of our fingertips, not coming back past our ears, to the wall behind us, and bringing our legs to the diamond position with our heels squeezing strongly, shooting energy to the wall in front of us. I'm going to exhale my arms to a T and draw everything else in. Inhale to a diamond. Exhale. option to hook your legs if you have a tight hamstring or low back, or if you'd like for the full stretch from the exercise, please feel free to extend your legs all the way on this one. Arms up to the ceiling, come out of your sternum. Exhale to curl up, right leg to the ceiling, left leg extended, and give your leg a little love. Bring your leg to your hands, and then tuck. Take your leg to where it will, then grab it. To where it will. If your leg comes to here and you cannot reach it, reach to where you can. We're not going to rock up to grab our leg, losing our abdominal connection. We want to maintain our abdominal connection the whole exercise. Elbows wide to the side. 7. One more set. Knees to table. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to be doing the double leg lower lift in the diamond position, squeezing our heels as if we're holding a dime between them, or a small grain of rice, string, whatever connects to you for the imagery. My hands are up to the ceiling, my legs are extended, I've turned them out, and bent my knees to a diamond shape, squeezing my heels, tweezing my seat, engaging my glutes. Hands behind your head, thumbs long down your neck. Elbows in your periphery, inhale. Exhale to curl up. Make sure you have space between your chin and your chest. Drop 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. Fog the mirror. Watch your belly drop. And now lift your legs with your abdominals. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Curl up a little bit deeper without losing the curve in your low back. 1, 2, 3. Right, 1, 2, 3. Knees into your chest. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Elbow to knee, but think of bringing your underarm to your knee instead of your elbow, so you don't crunch in on your elbow, and you get more of a twist from the exercise. Have your hands, thumbs long down your neck. And now, exhale to curl up. Press your head into your hands as well, so that you're not crunching your chin to your chest by just smushing your hands into your head. I'm going to extend my right leg to working level. I'm going to rotate across my ribs from the belly button up, bringing my elbow to my knee. Inhale, without losing my curl, and exhale to twist to the other side. Inhale. Maintain the same level of curl up throughout the exercise. Just 4. Inhale through the center. 5. Your sacrum should be weighted. No rocking. 6. Make sure that you're not bringing your elbow in when you rotate, just your ribs. 1 more set on each side. Curl up a little deeper. Bring your knees to tabletop. Rest your head, neck, and shoulders. Place your feet on the mat. No hip or knee issues. Please feel free to windshield wipe your legs. If your hip rocks off slightly, it's more than fine to help release your low back. Bring your legs to tabletop. Hands behind your knees. Move your chin to your chest. Rolling up with low to your legs. Push back. Separate your feet a little wider than hip distance. Go ahead and rotate to whatever you need to sit directly up onto your sits bones. We're going to be doing a 2-breath spine stretch today. And inhale to fold over our legs with articulation. Exhale to pull back and articulate our spine back up to sitting. Arms shooting out of your 12th rib where your ribs meet your sternum. Inhale, articulate down, fold over my legs. Exhale, pull back, and sit straight up. Without flaring my ribs, drawing my abdominals up and in. Inhale, fold over. So, roll back up. Inhale, reach for the end of your mat. Tight ahead and bend your knees to help with the exercise. You'll still be able to fold over, articulate up, and receive the same abdominal connection of an eagle with straight legs down. Reach for the backs of your legs for the mat. 2 more. One more. From there, I'm going to scoot my glutes towards my heels, bring my legs together, hold on behind my knees, and articulate my back down to the side of the mat. I'm going to bring my feet to tabletop, bring them up to the ceiling. I'm in neutral spine. My shoulder blades are flat on the mat. I'm going to go to corkscrew. I am in a diamond shape in a Pilates V position. My heels will rub against each other like this because I'm not moving my sacrum or my hips. They're not rocking from side to side in this exercise. If you prefer to do this in parallel with hooked legs, you're welcome to this. Well, they will still rub together. That may feel a little bit more stable than the Pilates V position. So, heavy sacrum, sit curve on my low back, ribs on. And inhale my legs to the right, bring them down to the mat. Exhaling my toes back out to my nose. Reversing, inhale. Exhale, legs back up. Inhale. Inhale the other way. How much of this movement can come from the abs? No rocking in your hips. Take 2 fingers, place them on your hips. I'm going to now do the alternate position on my feet in parallel on the hook position. Inhale. Drop your belly to your spine. Inhale. 2 more sets. Inhale. Inhale. Maintain your neutral spine. Your legs are moving independently of the rest of your body. That's stabilizing your legs. Drive your knees into your chest. We're going to go ahead and grab behind our knees. Rock ourselves up to sitting one more time. Press back. Bring our legs back to the spine stretch position. Separate it a little bit further than hip distance apart. Adjust where you need to sit directly up on your sit bones. Abdominals up and in. Ribs together. Arms to a T slightly in your periphery. Rotate to the left and dive down to soft your baby toe with your pinky blade edge. Back up. Twist through the center to the right and dive. And up. Twist, growing taller. And dive. And up. Through the center. And dive. Your hips and heels should be grounded. Should not be rocking on the mat. Enjoy the movement in your spine and the gentle twist. If you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, you may opt not to do this exercise. And this way, one more time. And exhale. And back up to center. We're going to place our hands on our shoulders. Join our ribs together down. Our abdominals up and in. We're going to side bend to the right side first, leaving our hips firmly planted. Use our obliques to sit back up. Side bend to the left, not allowing our right hip to float. Bend to the right. Bend to the left. If you find you have trouble doing this without floating your hip, leave one hand on your shoulder. I'm going to place my right hand by my hip with my elbow pointing into my hip. I'm going to bend to the side, pressing up out of my hand, so not sinking into there. I'm going to straighten my elbow, lift up, squeeze my obliques on the left side to sit up. Place my right hand back, place my left hand down, bend my elbow in towards my hip, pressing it out so I'm not sinking in. Straighten my elbow, use my obliques legs on the right side to sit up. Again, right hand to the mat. And straighten your elbow and up. Left hand and elbow and straighten to lift. From there, we're going to bring our legs together, swing our legs around to the back. We're going to go into swan prep and modified swan dive. My arms are in a W style position with my hands under my shoulders. I'm squeezing my legs together to protect my low back. I'm tweezing my seat, drawing my abdominals up and in, also to protect my low back, and bringing my ribs together so they're not flaring. I'm going to inhale, to articulate my spine up, and exhale down. Come up as high as you can in swan, as long as your shoulders don't go like this. As long as you can engage your lats, draw your shoulders down your back, go up as high as you can without hurting your low back. If your low back's hurting, one more. Squeeze your legs closer together and draw your belly button up towards your spine. From here, we're going to go ahead and warm up our lower body for the modified swan dive. I'm going to squeeze my glutes, inner thighs, and hamstring to float my right leg off the mat and release with control. Without rocking my hips, I'm going to squeeze my left leg, drawing my belly button to my spine again for stability. And right leg, and lower, and left leg, and lower. Now I'm going to lift both legs at the same time. Squeeze my inner thighs and lift my hamstrings and glutes. Float my legs right down. And lift. And lower. From there, I'm going to inhale. I'm going to exhale, squeezing my glutes, floating my legs as my body goes back down to the mat. I'm going to inhale, lift up in the swan dive, controlling my legs as they come down the mat. Exhale to float my legs up as my upper body comes down. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. From there, I'm going to float my legs up down the mat. I'm going to press back into child's pose. Take one more deep breath here. Take your left hand, drag it underneath your right arm to look out under your right arm towards your hand. For a slight, gentle twist. Bring your arm back to center. And bring your right arm under your left to look out under it for the slight, gentle twist. From here, we're going to come back to center. We're going to press out and lay on our side for side lying legs. For side lying legs, I'm going to lift up out of my side so that I'm not sinking into my side into the mat. I'm going to flex my feet. I'm going to pike at my hips to bring my feet slightly in front of me so that I have more support. I'm going to rock forward slightly to put some weight into my front hand so that I'm not putting too much pressure into my low back. I'm going to float my hip up to hip height, draw my abdominals up and in, bring my ribs together, kick forward, and flex to pull my foot back behind the midline. And when you pull your foot back, create the tension in your own body to really work your hamstring. Here's 4. Don't twist. Your hips should stay stacked on top of each other throughout this exercise. 7, 8, 9. One more. Make sure you're not twisting on your hips. Stack your feet up. Feet gentle point. Turn up to a Pilates V where your heels are together, your toes are apart. Rock forward slightly in your hand again. Lift up out of your side from the mat. Inhale your foot up. Point your foot. Flex your foot. Exhale, squeezing your legs together. Energy shooting out of your heel towards the wall. Inhale. Exhale. Don't rock back on this. Your foot will come slightly in front of you, or it may not. It depends on your hips. Draw your shoulder away from your ear. Here's 6, 7, 8, 1. Point your foot. float it up to hip height. Coming from the glutes, we're going to do 10 small circles in each direction, the size of a grapefruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now large circles. Sweep your leg to the front, rainbow it to the back, retaining your turnout, and sweep it to the front. Rotate your femur in the hip socket the whole time, trying to lead with your heel throughout the entire exercise. Just 2 more in this direction. Don't lose the lift in your side, and sweep your foot back. And now rainbow it over the top. And back, and lift. Lean forward slightly into your hand, so you're not putting too much pressure on your low back. Final one. Roll onto your stomach. Make a pillow with the side that was on the floor, on the mat. I was on my right side first, so my right hand will be the pillow. I'll reach back for my top leg that was working with my left hand. I'm going to pull my heel into my glute from my ankle or the top of my foot. I'm going to press my left hip into the mat to deepen the stretch. Take a few breaths here. And then I'm going to press myself up, sitting on my side, swing my legs to the other side of the mat, and lie down for sideline legs. Tuck my shirt in again, so you can see the lift in my side. See if I'm cheating. I'm going to come down to lie on my side. Good, pike your hips slightly, flex your feet. Abdominals up and in, ribs down. Float your foot up to hip height. Kick it forward with the pointed foot and flex to pull it back past the midline without twisting your hips or rocking or tucking or tilting. Point and flex. Lift up out of your side. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulder away from your ears. Here's 5, 6. As you pull your leg back, feel as if your belly button's following your heel, so it's pulling strongly back, trying to pull back past your midline as well. There's 9. One more in this position, and stack your feet on top of each other. Give it a gentle point. Turn your feet out to a Pilates V. Roll slightly forward on your thigh knee, leaving pressure on your front hand. We're going to point our foot up to the ceiling and flex. Energy shooting out of our heel to help lift us up out of the mat towards the wall. And point. And flex, squeezing our inner thighs. We're going to inhale and exhale. Abdominals up and in. Shoulders away from ears. Tension out of your neck. Shake it out if you need to. 3 more. Here's 9. Squeeze your inner thighs. Rotating your femur in the hip socket. Point your foot. Bring it up to hip height. Coming from the glutes. 10 circles the size of a grapefruit in each direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now for the big circles or large circles, we're going to sweep our foot forward. Retaining our turn, bring our foot to the back. Don't lose that lift in your side and lift. Don't rock or twist in your low body. Leave your hips stacked. 2 more in this direction. 1 more. Sweep your foot forward, and now sweep it back. Feel your femur rotate in your hip socket as you lead with your heel to bring your foot forward. Here's 2. Here's 3. Lift up out of that side. 2 more. Bring your ribs together. Drop your abdominals. Lift them up and in. Go ahead and roll over onto your stomach. Make a pillow with your left hand. Reach back with your right. Your foot or your ankle. Pull your heel towards your glutes and press your right hip into the mat. Take a couple deep breaths here. We will be doing the belly stretches. If you have a stretchy band or a yoga band, go ahead and grab them. If you do not, you can do them without the bands as well. Come on my back. I'm going to place my band around my left foot first, around my arch. Bring it to the ceiling. My hands are on. I have one hand on each band. I'm going to pull my leg towards my underarm. Leave your leg as straight as possible. If you can only pull it here with a straight leg or here, that's fine, as long as you feel the deep hamstring stretch, or maybe you feel the stretch somewhere a little different. Your flexibility is not that great. Don't bend your knee to get your foot in closer. We're looking for a deep hamstring stretch. I'm going to take both straps in my right hand with my palm facing me. I'm going to bring my left hand to a T. I'm going to pull my left leg across the midline towards the right side. Your hip can float, your ribs should all stay on, and then I'm going to pull my leg up to deepen the stretch. I'm going to look out at my left hand for a slight cervical twist. Enjoy the stretch. I'm going to come back to center. I'm going to take both straps in my left hand. My palm will be facing me again. I'm going to pull my leg out, no wider than my mat, and I'm going to pull it up towards my ear. If I can do this without rocking my hips or my sacrum, I'm going to go ahead and extend my leg further down towards the mat, but when my foot starts to rock, I'm going to bring it back up and pull it closer to my ear to deepen my stretch. I'm going to come back to the center, release the strap from my foot, bend my right knee on the mat, my foot will be flat. I take my left leg, I'm going to bend it, turn it out, place above my left ankle, across my right knee. I'm going to take my left hand, thread it through my left bent knee, between my left knee and my right knee. I'm going to grab behind my knee. Take my right hand on the outside of my right leg and grab behind my knee again. If I can maintain this position with a neutral spine, heavy sacrum, lift in my low back, flat shoulder blades, I'm going to go ahead and bring my hands to the front of my knee to deepen my stretch. We've been working on neutral spine this exercise, so I'm asking you not to go like this. We're trying to deepen the stretch through the use of neutral spine. It may feel a little different. We're going to go ahead and release. I'm going to bring my right knee into my chest, straighten my left leg on the mat, place the band, strap, whatever you have. You may have nothing. Around my right arch, one hand on each strap, and pull my leg towards my underarm rather than my nose. So we don't want it to cross the midline just yet. Inhale here. Try to stretch for a few moments. I'm going to bring both straps to my left hand, my palms facing towards me. I'm going to pull my right foot across the midline. I can rock my hip off the mat. I want to leave my ribs on. I'm going to take my right hand, bring it to a T, turn my head to look at my hand, slight cervical stretch, and pull my leg up towards the top of my mat to increase my stretch if I would like. Straight leg. Going to come back to center, palm facing towards you still. Grab both straps in your right hand, coming out, no wider than your mat at first. Pull your leg up to your ear. Go ahead and widen or open your leg to the side. If you're able to keep your sacrum flat and heavy on the mat, when your sacrum starts to rock, bring your leg back up and pull it up towards your ear a little bit more. Come back to center. Release the strap from your foot. Bend your left knee so that your foot's flat on the mat. Bend your right knee. Turn it out. Place your leg across your left knee, above your ankle so you don't sickle your foot. Take your right hand, reach through your bent right knee and your left knee. Grab behind your leg. Take your left hand to the outside. And if you can maintain here with a neutral spine, Flat shoulder blades and reach to the front of your leg. Take a few deep breaths here. We're going to uncross our legs, bring our knees to tabletop, elbows wide, and now exhale, nudge your chin to your chest, articulate up. Scoop to the front of your mat. We're going to go into seal, done in the diamond shape. I like to do seal with my hands on top of my ankles, my elbows pushing into my knees pushing into my elbows, dropping my shoulders down my back, so that when I come around and up, I don't crunch in on my shoulders. I want a wide clavicle. We're going to be working on our diamond shape, squeezing our heels together. And when we beat our feet 3 times at the top and 3 times when we roll back, we're going to do it from our glutes, tweezing our seat. So, let's go ahead and come. We're going to place my hands on the top of my feet. Draw my shoulders down my back. Round over, not in with my shoulders. I'm going to curl over my sternum, looking at my belly button. I'm going to draw my feet in and bring my feet up to tabletop. I'm going to click my heels 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Right back. 1, 2, 3. And back up. 1, 2, 3. Looking at your belly button the whole time so that you don't lose your C-shaped curve on a flat tire, or let your back thwap or fall flat on the mat. And we'll pass the tips of your shoulder blades to protect your neck. 1 more. Leaving your feet where they are. See if you can scoot back and then place your feet on the mat. They are in a diamond position, a comfortable diamond. So, wherever that may be for you, it's not a butterfly, not straight, it's a diamond. Come sitting straight up on your sits bones. Hold on somewhere that's comfortable between underneath your knee and above, or underneath your patella and above your ankle. We're gonna inhale. Exhale, tuck our tailbone, look in at our belly button. Rounding over our sternum, not rounding in on our shoulders. I'm going to inhale. And exhale, do a slight back extension out, flaring my ribs, drawing my abdominals up and in for cat-cow. Inhale. Tuck your tailbone. Don't round your shoulders in. Now, exhale. Bring your chest to the sky. Or bring your sternum up. Wide collarbones. 1 more set. Inhale back to center. Put your shoulders down and look up. From here, if you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, please do not do this exercise. I'm going to flip my arms off. Inhale. I'm going to bring my hand to above my knee, but you can bring it to below if that's more comfortable for you. Take my left hand behind my back without rocking my hips. We'll do a slight cervical twist, looking towards the back of my mat without letting my hips sway. I'm going to inhale through the center. I'm going to exhale, twisting in the opposite direction towards the right, sitting straight up. Inhale through the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Again. We're working from the belly button up. Keep everything below stable. 1 more. Come back to center. And shake out your legs.